Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, deluxe, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. This is Season 15, Episode 25, and this is pretty much all you're going to see of me, because I am unwell. And I won't go into the gory details, but they are not pleasant, and so I will be behind the scenes, pressing buttons and swearing lots while being in immense pain. So, without any further ado, I shall throw things over to Hedgie, who shall take things from here. Tatty bye, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Yes, it's almost like it's back to the original TigerTails Radio when it was just two of us here. But yes, I am joined by my cohorts here, Mr. Xavier.
Hello all.
And also Mr. Charleston.
Hello.
So yes, instead of a quartet, you've got a trio. So it's a bit of a downgrade, but you don't pay for this, so you'll just enjoy it. Indeed, we'll be making up for the shortcomings of TK not being here. But of course, that's the nature of live TV and broadcast. You have to make things up and go as you will. So of course, we are here. It is 36 minutes past. We've missed a few minutes, so we should go straight into Review of the Week.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
And yes, it's Review of the Week, where we talk about what we've been doing, things that's happening in our lives, and basically what's going on in the world around us. So, as you know from last week, I am in the process of being made redundant, so I am searching around for things that I should do. And one of the things I've done is I've joined a voiceover academy. So I'm going to be getting hints and tips from people in the business and actually improvements to be made in my work. So yes, I'm actually giving myself a bit of an education rather than just winging it as I've been doing it for the last 9 years. Yes, this will be fun. So I've got that coming up as well. Also, I've applied for a couple of other jobs in technical stuff because I desperately do not want to go back into customer service if I can help it. I have a terrible feeling if I did that, I would end up just swearing at people and getting fired on my first day. But, you know, that's what 9 years of customer service does to you. But also, pretty much, I've also been turning my hand to a bit more baking as well. I've been sort of going, okay, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Let's try something. So yes, my microwave skills at baking cakes has improved. I've actually got some actual sort of proper actual bakes come out that have come out with a proper crumb as well. It's like usually when I bake things, I get sort of the cake gets a bit sort of compressed and looks like it's a bit dense and everything. My most recent one, which was a bundt cake, which are huge, actually cooked really well. So maybe the secret to microwave baking is just make them really huge. You know, that could be the thing. But, you know, that's the thing, bigger is better, as they say. So yes, it's improving my voice work, learning how to do more sort of faux baking using my microwave, and also cooking up a storm with pulled pork. Yes, I've decided to try my hand at exotic dishes. So basically American barbecue. That's not exotic at all. No, that's just fast food but made to sound cool. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. Who wants to go next to reveal what's been happening in their neck of the woods?
Why do you say that like it's a threat and stare at the camera that way?
Charleston, you're on camera. It's your turn.
All right. And I've got a bowl with me. I shall explain why. What has been up in my week? Not a whole lot, but again, the bowl, it will be explained. I had my mother over the other day. Yay. Because both her and I share work in the same workplace. Not the same job, thank heavens, just in the same place. And we wanted to go to the staff meeting, which none of us wanted to go to, but you get paid for it at least. And afterwards, quite a funny story. We then decided that we would go and see the Amy Winehouse movie, which I'm not going to talk about, or at least not plan to talk about today, because I don't have much to say about it anyhow. But the funny thing was, we drove there, so we get there in time. We went in, watched the movie. I ate my very expensive nachos, which didn't even include salsa. Yeah. And then we walked back home and realised, oh dear, we forgot we drove here. And it was 11 o'clock at night when that happened, so we then had to walk all the way back to the main car park in town because we were being a bit thick.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It was no biggie. I mean, it was a bit of exercise late at night and nothing else. That's one of the main highlights. And the other main highlight is that I've also been experimenting with cooking.
Ooh.
And that's why I had the bowl with me, because I've attempted to make ice cream.
Oh.
Yep.
When you say attempted, did that mean it didn't go well?
Well, I've been taste testing it basically live.
Yeah.
It looks proper, as you can see.
Ooh.
I mean, I've got a proper ice cream making machine to do it with.
Oh, really? I see. You've invested in an actual sort of, proper actual machine here. Is this one that freezes it for you, or have you got to freeze the bowl and then just put the equipment in it?
Well,
All the
to
ingredients,
correct you
I
a
should
little
say.
bit earlier, I didn't invest in it. This was a Christmas gift for my sister.
Ah.
But to answer your question about self-freezing a bowl, it's the bowl. You've got to freeze the bowl overnight.
Yes.
And for the most
I've
part,
been,
it worked. Only thing is just a little bit too icy for my liking, so I might have to rejig my process a bit.
I've actually been looking at that ice cream machine that's kind of like a reverse one, which is the Ninja Creamy. And yeah, I'm just talking mute here because I'm not on screen, so you just have to listen to me while looking at Charleston's beautiful face. But yes, the Ninja Creamy, which you basically you freeze the ingredients first, then you stick it in the machine, and it basically has this ridiculously powerful blade that just churns it up instantly with intense amounts of torque. And I'm looking at that and going, that thing's powerful. I want it. I've realized that I buy things because they have like one thing and they're ridiculously powerful. So I think it's trying to make up for the fact that I have basically no masculinity in me. I'm basically just a sort of if I was in an actual dungeon, I would be the kind of guy that's covering his eyes like this and flailing with the sword. So yeah, I'm basically like, what can I stoke my ego with in terms of equipment? That's why I've got this gigantic fridge here. It's like, yeah, this is me basically going, yeah, this is how I assert my masculinity. This giant thing which is a symbol of my phallus. So yeah, there we go. That's the mega fridge is basically a phallic symbol in my flat. Yay!
Okay. Wasn't expecting that to come out of just a simple mention of making ice cream, but all right.
There we go.
But no one asked what the flavour was. Anyone's curious?
My word.
It is coconut and banana flavoured.
Oh, interesting. Tropical.
Yeah.
Yes.
For two main reasons. One, got a tropical event theme coming up, which I want to make it for properly. This is the taste test, as I said.
Ah, yes.
And also because my partner is lactose intolerant, so this was made with coconut milk.
Ah, that's cool.
Yep. So no matter what, it's got to be coconut flavored in one way or another.
They do actually recommend that if you make a dairy-free ice cream, the best thing to use is coconut milk because it sort of the way it kind of not works, but its sort of composition is the closest to actual cow's milk, because I think sheep's milk and goat's milk are either not fatty enough or too fatty. So you either get ice cream that doesn't hold together, or it just becomes this huge kind of like block of ice which you have to eat like a snowball. Yes, they go, use coconut milk, that works better. It's like, oh, okay. But yes, again, my experience of making ice cream is, basically I go to the shop and buy it. There we go. That's how I make ice cream. But yes.
For you making the ice cream, it's just getting the scoop. And
Yeah,
then putting
pretty
it
much, yes. It's the ice cream soup and go, ha, 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 ha. There we go.
That was another experiment on this. I Froze it pre-scooped. It's gone now.
Oh.
Yeah, but I attempted to see if I could freeze it pre-scooped, so that come the day of the event, no need to keep scooping it out and doing all that hassle. Just tape it all out, basically onto a plate and say, there you are.
Yeah. Excellent. So, is that your week, Charleston?
Yeah.
All
Go
right.
see a movie after a meeting, then forgetting that the car existed, and ice cream. That's my week.
And all we've been waiting for is what's going on in Mr. Xavier's land.
Hardly waiting for it. I've been on holiday last week.
Well, there you go. You've had more chance to do more things than we have.
Mostly sleep in, to be fair. So last week was my holiday week. Major important news. I slept in a lot. Didn't really help, but hey ho. It was really weird because I was hoping to do more this week than I actually did. Because I was hoping it was going to be sunny. Kind of was tiny little bits. Then it was just crappy weather all through the week. So I just kind of chilled. Did some hobby stuff. Caught up with house stuff, tidying up and things like that. Spent a good 20 minutes negotiating when I could have a dental appointment for the dentist to view my teeth for the extraction that I know I need.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was fun. It was like, okay, I'm looking to get an appointment to see the dentist. Well, we can do May. Cool. When? About a month or so away. Any earlier? Oh, whilst you're working, we could do earlier. Cool. I'm gonna have to negotiate that with work. So, was hoping to get this issue that's been bugging me a bit now done over the week, but no, you got to plan a month in advance for this shit. So,
yeah. According to chat, the only thing people remembered from Charleston's week in review is my fridge.
That's about right.
Yes. So yes, I think Mr. Xavier has obviously revealed to what we all know is that when you start getting old, holiday is, oh my god, I can stay in bed. It's like, yeah, pretty much.
Well, I've nothing planned. I've nothing planned aside from a few bits and pieces and doing hobbies and stuff. I really wasn't planning anything because emergency finances also have happened, so I haven't really wanted to spend any more money. So it's just been a case of chill, do bits and pieces. I've been doing some hobbying, which you can't see because I'm in the way, but you can see the wonder that is the TK's present to me. It's like, hey, you can have a thing. It's like, cool, that's awesome.
You mean miniature painting? Yes.
Yeah, my miniature painting, but I have got the
oh god,
mini whiteboard.
Yes.
Which unfortunately is magnetic, so I can't stick it on the wall quite yet. I need to figure out a way.
Mine's currently affixed to my phallus. Fridge. It's affixed to my fridge. There we go.
Yeah, relaxing was definitely been important because there's been other stuff going on in the background that is raising stress levels.
Pardon me?
We've not really been wanting to deal with, but it's like people need to learn to deal with their own shit. But anyway, so yeah, that's mostly been it for the week. And then first day back, it's like catch up and try and figure out what I'm going to do. And I've still got to try and figure out how I'm juggling upskilling training of two people who are on separate kind of levels.
Oh,
which is great because it's like, okay, I kind of need to do different thing with you to you. And we've also potentially got fewer people in. So it's like, how can I juggle my tiny team, which is now smaller, so that I can now do the training? I'll see how it goes over the week. Thursday will be fine, because I'll be in the office. It's easier when I'm in the office, because I can literally go, you sit there, do stuff, I watch. Cool? Great. You sit there, do stuff, I watch. Cool? Great. My day is I watch. Whereas online, it's a case of, Teams is great. Teams is great.
As always, when I worked in at the casino many years ago, the training people was always so weird because if somebody's obviously decided who's the main trainer, which was usually me, but of course if I'm either on holiday or off for quite a few days, somebody else has to train that person. And over time, you learn how to do it, and you do it in your own way because you're kind of, I can't do it this way. It makes it easier if I do it this way. So you're now teaching someone how to do it. They then start doing it, and the other person goes, no, do it this way. And you've got two people fighting over who to do it. So eventually it was kind of, look, you just train people, your system works well. It's like, I know my system works well. That's why I use it. But then, of course, it was, oh, but you've taught them how to do it this way. I don't know how to do it this way. Well, that's not my fault. They asked me to train people. And it's this ridiculous thing in customer service where it's, can we just have a whole consistent thing? No. Because consistency is really difficult when you've got people with different personalities and styles. It's why customer service is so weird. And you get these consultants coming round and going, we've noticed over time that everyone sort of isn't working in the same sort of way. So we're going to bring everyone together in a cohesive hive mind, and we're going to get everyone on the same page, which is, we don't like the fact you've got your own personalities. We need to build you into this kind of human sort of zombie kind of thing, and everyone follows the same thing. And they go, okay, we've got everyone working the same way now. Why is everyone upset and bored? Because you've basically turned everybody into these slaves. It's like, dear God, you know, the thing with modern societies is strip everybody down, get rid of them, don't let them allow to be anything. It's like, oh, good God.
Dear me.
So
yes,
yeah.
the hedgy rant about customer service. So,
Pretty much, this is why I'm never going to be able to go back to that. It'll be like, you're too informal with the customers. It's like, really? Lord, who'd have thought talking to them in the way that I behave would be interesting? Yes, management doesn't like that. Yeah, I've got to the point now, I'm too old, I genuinely don't care. You're going to have to go up and see management. Fine, I don't care. Hi, we're management, could you stop doing this? No, I can't do that. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, so that's pretty much it for the week. Weekend was all right. Bit of role play, bit of bits and pieces. This week, work stuff's going to be happening. I got the Friday off as well because bank holiday weekend this weekend.
Hey!
So I won't be in the office on the Friday. And then the Monday is May Day, which is always going to be hilarious. It'll be like, will it be flooded out? Probably. But yeah, so potentially, depending on how TK is, I may or may not be staying down Southampton over the weekend.
Ooh!
Because if TK is not up to it, or as he keeps threatening in hospital, I'm going to be like, well, I can pop down, and then I'm going out, which I'm fine with.
Well, you can hang out with me because I'll be around.
Yes, you will be around.
Yes.
It will require some organisation, but yes.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go. It should be fine to stay over. Okay, so if I have to bury your body, TK, that should be fine. He's putting it in the Discord chat.
Oh, really?
I'll either be fine or in A&E.
Oh, well,
during the week. Oh, I see.
If he's in A&E, then basically my little flat is available. So yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, I'm trying to type and I'm not in thing. Yeah.
Oh God.
TK got it. I'm so used to TK taking over and me doing the chat. Everyone has educated Tajiri on what A&E is. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Accident and emergency.
Yes, he has been educated. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the week. But I think things hopefully should pick up because it's starting to look better out. So hopefully weekends can go out into the sunshine and once payday comes around, I want to head out and see the Fall Guy movie because that is looking very good.
Oh, what is that?
The Fall Guy movie?
Yes. It's not based on the game, is it?
No, not Fall Guy.
Okay, thank God.
The Fall Guy.
Yeah.
The Fall Guy is a TV series from my era, which is also your era.
Yes.
With Lee Majors starring as a stuntman who, on the side, does investigations and private detectivery and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Whereas the movie will be Ryan Gosling, who will be doing the movie version. And I saw the trailer, and it was like, yeah, no, that's literally the series.
Ooh.
Oh, TK's being very preppy. He's doing stuff. Cool.
Right, okay, yes.
Chat people will need to be aware of it. So so that's the plan going in for next month. And then there is bigger holidays coming down the pipeline because there's stuff that's going to be happening June, which will hopefully alleviate some of the things that have been going on. It's just frustrating that right now it's like there's other people who can't handle, understandably so, but can't handle their shit. So therefore they are letting that go spread out across people. And it's like, while I appreciate you would like assistance, handle your own shit first. And then you can come and say, you know, here's how I handle my shit. Not, oh shit, all my shit is everywhere. Trying to be vague.
Jennifer Batgirl says, side note, anyone know of a good PCB maker in the UK? The irony being, yes, I used to work for one. It's called Corintech, and it's in Fordingbridge, where I used to live. And you could probably sort of, you know, look over them and either find out if they can help you out, or there might be some resources on there to sort of give you some, maybe some further lead-ups to anything. But yeah, my God, that's a crazy thing. Something that I used to do back in the late or the early 2000s now has come up. My word. That's crazy.
So that's our reviews of the week.
Yes, it is. We've managed to stretch 3 into 4, but yeah, that's what it is. But talking about, was it you say Ryan Gosling is in this?
Yes, he is.
He's now becoming the 2000s Kevin Bacon. He's now being in everything because he's in this. He's in the upcoming Project Hail Mary movie, which is the new Andy Weir adaptation, which the book I reviewed a couple of weeks ago. And so he's in that. This is going to be interesting. We've got these super high profile actors who are going to be in everything, which is going to be fun.
I mean, it's kind of to be expected because you are talking about a situation where the big paid actors are going to be the people who are going to be called upon because currently, because of the writers' strikes and everything, everyone is so risk averse. Money is being lost hand over fist by money makers, and no one seems to know why. So they're trying to keep it with the guaranteed these people will make money, these movies will make money, blah blah blah. Pretty much. Which would be great if they then realised that the writing team that they're now forced to hire aren't, they are not hiring idiots who can't write. Because it's not the actors anymore. It's not the movies anymore. It's like two fucking planks of wood with a couple of nails in it can write better than these Muppets.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, all the sort of good writers are now have either retired or they've sort of gone off and decided to do other things. But that's the problem when you get the up and coming writers, and it's sort of some guy that's gone, yes, I had this script that I've put in. They're like, oh, for God's sake, we need something. And it was just, here, go this. Or you've got a writer that can write science fiction, and they go, could you do this historical epic? It's like, not really. Could you try it? Okay, I'll try. And you end up with this ridiculous idea that's sort of, okay, you've got the story of Nero, but it's written as if it was in, like, the 29th century. It's like, okay, this is interesting. But, yes.
Yeah.
But anyway...
Anyway, I believe CJ has had enough time to prep.
We are in 9 o'clock, which means we can head over to our Jackbox game.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
There we go.
Yeah, just some backroom commentary about the fact that the internal stream was actually lagging compared to the actual show we're watching. So if you want to play Quiplash 3, you can do so. Point your internet-enabled device to jackbox.tv, enter the room code Lima Bravo India Oscar, and give yourself a silly little name. Pick a symbol and you can play. So far, Charleston's VIP, Kajiri's in, Cornhusky, Jennifer Bat's in, Snow's in, Voice Hedgie's in. So there's 2 more slots if anyone else is wanting to join in. We'll give people some minutes because we've literally started on time, so no one's expecting that.
Ooh, we've got a bit of a lag here. We've got quite a bit of lag.
That's not the YouTube, that'll probably be the internal stream.
Yep. It's going to be interesting.
It's fine. It's not like I've had to cope with the doing this all of the stream, which is a lag. It's
Cool.
now you'll get to experience what I normally experience.
Jennifer Bat's having a crisis, deciding who to pick.
Standard.
Yeah.
Where is Echo? I don't know. Echo could be asleep.
It's good. Yeah, he could
Working
indeed
or
be.
asleep.
Yeah. Or he's kidnapped his boss and is forcing him to accept a contract where he pays him $50,000 a year. Hey, possible.
How many more minutes shall we leave it?
Well, we've got. It's possible we might have a reduced group today. It is possible. You never know.
Let's give it like 1-2 more minutes to see if anyone just pops in. Probably the 1 minute. Just in case anyone wants to run and scream me, I'm here, I'm watching, I'm just being in the background.
Yeah, we're starting to get into the time of year when people start organising things for the weekends.
Yes.
It's like being advertised that Bournemouth Pride is coming up, which is hilarious because it's like, hey, do you want to go to walk Bournemouth Pride? What, all the way up and down those hills? Yeah.
Oh, I thought they'd do it along the streets.
Yes, the streets are called hills in Bournemouth.
Oh, I see.
It's like there's the common, there's like all of the major shops. Where down the hill, where's the rest? Up the other side of the other hill.
Ah.
It's like a valley down to where the pier and the beach is. So their entire route walks up and down sections. It's terrible. It's also going to mean that weekend. Well, it's not going to be as bad as it has been, but I think that weekend is going to be pretty bad.
All right, I think we're probably going to reach our limit now. Charleston, you want to start us off?
If I can figure out how. Nope. We started.
I think TK might be the one who needs to press the X button.
Yeah, because I don't have an X button. I'm on desktop.
Quiplash 3.
Probably screaming at the screen right now.
Quiplash 3.
Yeah.
My name's
Crazy
Schmitty.
lag.
According to my
That's very
socks,
odd for
if you
well,
didn't
not
make
say
it
that's
in,
very odd
get
for Discord.
yourself into
Discord
the
dropped off the
audience.
face of the
Enter the
planet
room code
last,
and vote.
over this week.
Oh, really?
Round 1 is on deck. You'll answer 2 prompts on your device in any way you want, and then each of your responses will square off against someone else's. The remaining players vote on their favorite. Easy, right? You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
And now we're going through the silent zone. Everyone decides what their answers are.
Yes.
So, warning,
Lord.
the host's lag is worse than the YouTube
Yeah.
lag, so
Yeah.
I am currently watching and seeing what's happening before that. Oh god. And that's still late. Anyway,
Yeah.
fucking prompts. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Stream closed. Probably going to start again for us. That's just behind the scenes talk, by the way.
Spelling constraints. Let's change the condiment. Moving on.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, we've still got
You're
Mr.
running
Xavier
out of
and
time.
Horn
Don't be afraid to
Husky
use a safety.
to choose, and Mr. Xavier is the only one left. And everyone's in!
It's quip time. Kicking things
I guess
off,
I'll be reading first.
the worst
Okay.
thing to find in your belly button.
So the worst thing to find in your belly
Okay,
button
shower
is either
someone with
alien
points.
life or alien from the film Alien. So it's going to be an alien either way.
The word alien 3 times, my word.
No
Film
naked
Alien.
Hedgesaurus, I noticed. Dear me,
Thank
people.
God, the meme is dead. Oh! Oh, I managed to avoid it becoming a quiplash, thankfully.
Next up, avoid the classified post that offers free blank
Mr. Xavier,
to
are
good
you going to
home.
read this one?
So, avoid
Here's
the
the fun
classified
part. Pick your
post that
favorite
offers
quip.
free blank to a good home. Free couchman to a good home. Harsh. Free Audrey second?
Audrey 2. It's the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh!
Yes, yes. There's a reference.
My reference.
Haha. It's
Hey!
Man, 60%.
And now, the
What should
best
be
marketing
embracing?
slogan for your butt.
Ooh, here's a good one for me. The best marketing slogan
All
for
right,
your
choose
butt.
your favorite.
Have it your way, or feel the tush push. God damn. Feels one of those is going to be something Richard Simmons would use. Feel the tush push. Oh yes.
That's dating yourself.
Yep, it is indeed. Oh, it's a tie. Thanks to the audience.
Next we have someone who looks good. Is
Hey,
a
Charleston,
snack.
you're
Someone
back
who
again.
Looks really good.
So
is
I
a
am.
blank.
So someone who looks good is a snack.
Choose your favorite.
But someone who looks really good is a large serve of turf with a side order of mayo or the Reuben sandwich.
Oh,
What's a Reuben sandwich?
delicious. That's what it is.
It's a meat in a sandwich, basically, from my
Oh,
understanding.
they're both
With
meat.
Russian
Okay.
dressing, no less. Somebody's
Like-
thinking hard.
Yeah, I'm the pescatarian here, so I can't have meat.
Ah, safety quip.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything.
Next, it would be terrifying to have a painting of
Mr.
blank
Xavier.
above your bed.
Will we get the meme now?
Okay. It would be terrifying
And
to have
now,
a
pick your
painting of
favourite.
blank above your bed. Xavier or Hedgie Spray.
So
Wow.
we should get the meme.
Oh,
And Xavier turns red off camera.
oh.
I'm just finding it hilarious that Hedgie's fridge has more sex appeal than Hedgie.
Ah. Well, of course it does. My fridge serves a purpose.
Oh,
And it's a tie, thanks to the audience once again.
We did an episode now starring Hedgie's
Next on the
fridge.
docket,
Oh my god.
book adaptations have gone too far. Now they're making blank on ice.
My turn. Book adaptations have gone too
right,
far.
people, it's
Now they're
voting time.
making 1984 on ice or Flubber on ice. God damn. I mean, at least 1984 can definitely be the Cold War.
I don't think it was Flubber a book. I don't think it was.
Ugh.
I want anyhow.
1984 takes it.
All right, check this out.
well, they kind of
An
definitely made it
inappropriate
into a
gift to
book.
welcome someone to the neighborhood.
Okay.
Time to
Charleston,
pick the one you
you'll
like
read.
best.
Ah, okay. An inappropriate gift to welcome someone into the neighborhood. A dead vermin and saying there are more, or naked hedgesaurs in a basket. Good
God
luck for
damn
getting
it! I thought the meme was dead. Somebody's got to bloody resurrect it from, like another goddamn episode of The Walking Dead. a dead vermin, and saying there are more wins it.
Oh, I'll never forget
Just
you,
like a
round
cat.
one. But now it's time to look at the scores.
Round 1 is complete. How are the scores doing? And Jennifer Batt is in the lead, and I'm at the bottom with 335 points.
Time
Disappointing.
for round 2, where the prompts are crazier and the points are doublier. Go!
Round 2, points are doubled. Doubled, doubled, doubled.
And once everyone goes silent, I shall educate people as to the origin of Flubber. Flubber
Oh.
is a remake of The Absent-Minded Professor, another Disney film from the 1960s, which
Oh my
itself
God.
is based on a short story called A Situation of Gravity by Samuel W. Taylor.
Good lord.
So it's sort of a book adaptation.
Thank you.
There we go. Oh, this round was a lot better. I managed to actually think of something this time. Previous round was, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Time's
But
winding
yes, this
down.
time
Use a safety
I didn't have to
quip if
use
you
the safety quip. Thank God.
I'm going to say to TK, incoming Rule 6 warning.
Oh
Your entire
God.
lives have led to this
I'll
moment.
see if I can diffuse it.
Let's start with an original theme
Ah,
for an escape room.
Charleston, your read.
Oh, if only my Wolves friend was watching this because he loves escape rooms.
Okay, pick
An original
one.
theme for an escape room. Whose line is it anyway? Or serious all hands meeting at work?
Well, I know which one I want to escape from.
One of these could actually be quite a bit of fun.
Ooh. Oh, seeing all hands meeting at serious all hands meeting at work.
And here we have.
Yes, you must stamp
You
all
would
these papers to
secretly buy
escape.
a book called How to Blank.
Mr. Xavier.
You would secretly
Okay,
buy a
choose
book
your
called
favorite.
How to Make Friends or How to Not Do Anything in Your Life.
Ooh. How to Make Friends, which is the opposite of any book Andrew Tate's ever written. Oh, make friends.
People secretly buy the How to Make Friends book,
And
explaining
next is
why there's so many
A heartfelt
self-help books in the
dedication
world.
in a book that will make you immediately not want to read the book.
A heartfelt dedication in a book that would
All
make
right,
you
vote for the one you like
immediately
best.
not want to read the book. When someone insults your very name, or to my favourite person, Hitler. Oof. I think there's the rule 6.
And isn't it odd? There are a lot of book-themed quips here.
Yes.
They've realised TK's not playing, so they went, quick, put in all the book
Yeah.
questions.
And it's a tie. Damn. First time Hitler's come
Let's
close to
keep it
winning
going.
anything.
In new fairy tales, the handsome prince will be replaced by
Charleston,
blank.
you again?
In new fairy tales, the handsome prince will be
Okay,
replaced
everybody,
by
pick your favorite
kind of
quip.
okay-looking woman slash girl boss, or the flamboyant furry. I know which one I prefer.
Kind of okay looking woman girl boss is basically Hallmark movies. That's basically what which are live action fairy tales. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately nobody likes Hallmark movies.
And next, only after her death did we discover Granny's tattoo.
Mr.
of
Xavier.
blank.
So, only after her death did we discover
Now
Granny's
it's time to
tattoo
vote
of
for your
blank.
favourite.
Nutella spread. What? Please resuscitate me. I ain't dead, people. For God's sake.
I ain't dead. Discworld. And please resuscitate me. 67% win.
Without further ado,
But I have no tattoos that I'll explain
guitars
afterwards.
are out.
Yeah.
The hot new combination
Oh, good
instrument
lord.
is the blank.
Guitars are out, heresy. The hot
Now
new
it gets
combination
real.
instrument
Pick
is
your
the
favorite.
bongo harp or the microwave and bakeware. Woof.
I'm not entirely sure how the bongo harp would be put together, but I've got a nasty
Well.
feeling it actually exists in reality.
Woof. Bongo harp's going to be a hit. And the bongo harp takes it. Wow. George
Next one up,
Harrison would love it.
driver safety tip. It's unwise to operate a motor
Charleston.
vehicle and blank at the same time.
So, driver safety tip is unwise
Decisions,
to operate a
decisions. Choose your
vehicle,
favorite.
a motor vehicle, and apply makeup at the same time, or to operate a motor vehicle and run a marathon at the same time.
Both of those are accurate.
One of them would be more impressive.
If it was applying makeup well, then yes, that would be very impressive.
And run a marathon wins it 67% of the vote. That's round 2.
No more round 2 for you. It's scoreboard time.
Okay, so blink and you miss it points, guys.
Yep. Has there been a change? And the answer is Charleston is now in first place.
And now,
Hey, it's round 3.
Triplash, where points flow like honey.
Or as we like to call
You'll
it,
each get a prompt
Triplash.
that needs 3 separate responses. Don't screw it up, okay? And you know what an odd number of players means. You'll be squaring off against me. Technology, right?
This is for all the marbles.
And to explain the granny tattoo earlier, I once saw a story of this lady who did the opposite and was so adamant to not be resuscitated, she had "Do Not Resuscitate" tattooed on her chest.
Ooh.
That's a tricky one.
Bags of time, people. No need to rush. I don't think the prompts are dealing too much difficulty this time round. Although we do still have Charleston, Jennifer, and Hedgie.
Nope, just Heady.
Just the timing.
Let's see those threat.
Ooh. I think I just got in.
The 3 worst things to suddenly feel
Charleston.
on your shoulder.
The 3 worst things to suddenly feel on your shoulder: a spider, a hand, or a chill,
All right,
or
vote for the
a
one you
hawk,
like
a
best.
bee sting, probably a ghost. All of which are actually quite accurate.
Probably a ghost, but I wouldn't have the spirit for it. Yeah.
See right through that one.
Oh,
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 quite.
so close. Oh,
I
I
tip
was.
my hat to you.
I thought Schmitty wouldn't have a ghost of a
Only
chance.
3 things that can bring true happiness.
Mr. Xavier.
Right, the only 3 things that can bring true happiness
All right,
are
people,
bacon,
it's voting
kittens,
time.
fluffy blankets, sunshine, gentle breeze, iced tea.
Ooh. God damn.
Once again, I'm going to vote for the non-meaty option.
And everybody is walking on sunshine.
The 3 most ineffective things to write in the sand to signal a rescue plane.
3 most ineffective things to write in the sand to signal a rescue plane. We're
Okay,
here,
everybody,
we're
pick your
queer,
favorite
we're hot, or it's flooding, I have run with pirates, I'm dying.
I get that's a part of the Caribbean reference.
Yes. Let's see. People are thinking. They're pondering.
It's a difficult choice.
Yes. And it's flooding. Run with pirates and I'm dying wins it. Well done, Jennifer.
3 odd outfit choices for
Charleston,
a horror movie
it's you again.
slasher to wear.
Indeed it is. So 3 odd outfit choices for a horror movie slasher to wear. Nothing
And
but a
Mel, pick your
Speedo,
favorite.
tutu skirt, and Spider-Man lycra, or Hot Dog Man, Pantomime Horse, just normal guy.
So the one on the left is basically a horror movie starring Richard Simmons. Hey, it's a tie. So basically Richard Simmons coming after you is desperately trying to get fat
Take a
people
deep
into
breath
shape.
and
They can't
behold
get rid of
the
him.
final score.
There's an image.
We're gonna slash those pounds off. Oh, Jennifer comes back from the second round and takes it. Wow. Well done indeed. That's impressive. So, top answers. Alien from the film Alien. 1984. Bongo Heart. And that's it.
This is a really weird movie.
Yes. 1984, the Bongo Heart. So, yeah, somebody going into room 101 is faced with the alien from Alien playing the bongo harp as their greatest fear. Like, my God.
And Big Brother.
Big Brother, yeah. Oh. There we go. So, that was our first game of the night, which was Quiplash 3. Well done to Jennifer for winning that one. So, of course, we've got another game coming up, and we can see who's going to go on that one. Of course, which game do we have? You know,
That
this
would
is
be TK figuring it out.
yeah, this
In
is
the
the thing, you
meantime-
see, because we don't know either. So it's going to be an interesting one for everybody.
In the
yes.
meantime, if anyone has anything for done and dusted, so TK has time to prepare and swear.
Oh yes, that's me. I've actually got something.
Cool.
So,
So if
yes.
TK wants to stop what he's doing and prompt the prompt, we can jump into done and dusted.
Yeah.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Okay. So this time it's another audiobook, but not science fiction this time. It's espionage. I listened to the audiobook of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy by John le Carre, which is the 1974 novel that basically kick-started the sort of the British sort of spy agency novels. And it's not the first in a series, actually. I think it's the third in a series of espionage novels that he's written, but it's probably the most famous. And the protagonist is an MI6 agent called George Smiley. And he's been told that there's a mole buried deep in the circus. And the circus is the headquarters of MI6, so called because it's located on the edge of Piccadilly Circus. And it follows this sort of plot whereby he's talking to lots of different people, going to different countries, desperately trying to pin down things. And the title, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, comes from a code that he and one of the other members of the circus used to try and find out who this mole is. This book is really well narrated, and it's narrated by a very classic British actor called Michael Layton. And he's got one of those really good received pronunciation voices. So basically, he speaks like this when he narrates, and he has that incredible sort of ability to make you hang on every word and really drive home what the plot is. Absolutely brilliant narration. And he doesn't sort of do too many voices with it. He just sort of uses accents, but he keeps the same intensity for each one. So if you're someone that really just wants to listen and you don't want to get distracted by sort of actual real kind of voice acting, that is basically the sort of book you want. And I really enjoyed it. It is gripping. It's 38 chapters. It lasts for about 12 hours. And I got through it in less than a week. It's absolutely amazing. The film does not do the book justice at all. I've actually watched the film, and having listened to the audiobook, it seems that they pretty much cut out about 80% of the novel to basically have the movie in there. It's so watered down, the film. It's like, good Lord. And it's one of those where you think, why did they take so much out? And I can only presume they did that because most of the novel is actually sort of people discussing and talking and trying to solve this problem. Pretty much what you get in the world of Spies, which is just people reading stuff, talking about things, and just sort of desperately working out these mind games. And it's probably one of those where they just went, we can't put all this in. It's just people talking. They'll get bored. And it's sort of, okay. It's not James Bond where you've got this guy running around sort of doing ridiculous stunts in cars and shooting people from a distance while hiding in a bush and all this kind of thing. But in terms of really good espionage thriller, I'm probably going to go for some more of John le Carré's books, considering this one. But yeah, if you're into espionage and that really sort of intense kind of deep set thriller, then absolutely go for it. I would highly recommend that. That's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy by John le Carré. Done there.
I know the book existed. I've
Yeah.
only really ever known of the film adaptations, and I think maybe a TV series that was done.
Yeah, there's been a BBC series of it. The again, the irony being the same with what's it called? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The BBC TV series was a lot better than the film because they could put so much more in. With the kind of film, they've got to cut out so much. And with Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, it felt just like they sliced off pretty much the entire center of the book and just went, we'll have the beginning and the end and we'll sandwich them together. And it's like, good Lord. But yeah, so much missing. So yeah, the book is most of the time the book is better, but this is just, you miss so much in the movie.
Yeah, although the TV series was a while ago because it had Alec Guinness in it.
Yeah, sold.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Anyone else
Okay.
find anything for Done and Dusted at all?
Like I said, I saw the Amy Winehouse movie, but I don't really have a lot to say about it. It was fine. That's my review. Maybe next week I'll think of something to say about it and have a delayed Done and Dusted, shall we say. But for now, it's just like, it's fine.
Cool. Well, I think that's that then. So TK
Yeah.
has prompted us with a code.
Yep.
So there is now another game in the background. So if TK wants to do the magic of digital engineering.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
It's Fibbage 4, but it's enough about you. That's right. This time it's where we get to talk about everybody and reveal their innermost secrets. So far we've got Charleston, we've got me, Tajiri, Mr. Xavier, Jennifer Batt. Who else? Is there anybody else? Xavier Wolf, yes.
Yes, because you have to, it says put in your
Right.
real name so people
Yes,
understand who it's
Who it
about.
is, yes. Okay. Corn Husky.
This is TK doing torture for us again.
Yeah.
TK, love you.
Well, he needs some. Oh, Snow's Destiny. We've got 7 players.
Well, somebody.
Are we going to get 8? Are we going to get an 8th player?
Need a room code?
Is it going to be a full house?
G Z D M.
We don't know as yet. We will give you a few more minutes if there's another person. But as yet, it might be 7.
Anyone's actually having a drink in the meantime.
Yes. Maybe somebody's getting ready, thinking about doing it, taking a bathroom break or something. You never know.
If we turn the 8 sideways, there could be an infinite number of possibilities as to who it is.
Indeed, it is. Thankfully, everybody's put their names in, so we know. But yeah, please, if you wish to join and you're doing something, make yourself known, or we'll start the game. I think we've probably exhausted everyone. Let's start the game.
Yes.
Let's 4,
2,
yes.
1.
I'm Cookie, and fun fact, I once fell in love with a beautiful vampire. Or maybe she was just anemic. Look at this dream team. I think this is the year we go all the way to the finals. Oh, and anyone else can join the audience. The audience earns points by guessing the truth and voting on lies to trip up the players. Let's play. All right, listen up. You're about to see a question on your device. Answer with the truth. Then you'll get your chance to make up lies about the other players. You get 500 points for everyone you fool, 1,000 for finding the truth, and when the question's about you, you get reputation points for players who get the right answer. Ready? Well, I am. Time to answer your question.
And it's time to reveal those things about yourselves.
Do I really have to answer this truthfully?
Yep.
Oh, I can't do an alternative answer that still fits.
Yeah.
That timer's at the halfway mark, by the way.
Okay, 2 of us are in. People are desperately racking their brains for things that they can put down without incriminating themselves.
It's more what would be a good truth, because it's some of these prompts are not brilliant.
2 people
shall we
left.
say.
2. Oh! Hey, everyone's in!
First question. The unimportant but controversial take that gets this player in trouble with most of their friends is about blank. Now, use your device to enter a bluff that will fool everyone into thinking it's this player's real answer. And if this question's about you, just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Right. The unimportant but controversial take that gets Jennifer Bat in trouble with most of their friends is about... Ooh, what could it be? Questions, questions, questions.
Thinking of lies. Good sign.
Ooh, everyone's in.
Okay, here are your choices. Look for the truth and tap it on your device.
Okay, so the unimportant but controversial take that gets Jennifer Bat in trouble with most of their friends is about furries are people too, sleeping upright, tuna fish, sports, having a better car, makeup purchases, computers, or driving on the right side of the road.
Do you mean the right side of the road or the right side of the road?
I think the right side of the road.
Are you sure?
rather than the right side?
I think it's better left to you.
Come on, show me what you picked.
Worries the people too. Corn the Husky went for it. It was Xavier Wolf's lie. Tuna fish. Charleston went for it. It was Jackbox's lie. Computers. I went for it. It was Snow's Destiny's lie. Makeup purchases. Xavier Wolf went for it. And it was my lie. Trading points. Having a better car. Tajiri went for it. Corn the Husky's lie.
There's a massive spread for this one.
Sports. Snow's Destiny went for it. It was the truth. Yes. Sports. Because there's nothing better to fight about than whose team is better than whose. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. If this player had to change their name, they'd change
Who's going to read this one?
blank. Write your lies now.
Alright. If Tajiri had to change their name, Tajiri, not their real name, they'd change it to blank. Are we going to see a naked Hedgesaurus? Are we going to see a TK Tiger? Everyone's in.
Yes.
All right, where's the truth?
Okay. Who's reading this one?
Well, Xavier read the question, so
Ah.
Alright, so if Tajiri had to change their name, they change it to Salami. Stormpup. Steve. Tajiri, legal first name. 007. Dark Poor Husky Lover. Or Tajiri Don't. Oh, God.
I've liked them all. They're all good.
Bond, James Bond.
I actually did know somebody with the surname Bond once, and their middle name
All
was
right,
James.
Who picked what?
Irrigate. Snow's Destiny went for it. Jennifer Bat's lie. Tajiri, legal first name. Xavier Wolf went for it. Charleston's lie. 007. Corn the Husky went for it. Snow's Destiny lie. Stormpup. Charleston and Jennifer Bat went for it. Corn the Husky's lie. Dark Paw Husky Lover. I went for it. It was the truth. It was the only one that sounded plausible.
Really?
Yep.
Here's one for you. Something this player has put in a time capsule.
Charleston,
would
you're
like
reading
to
this
is
one, I believe.
blank. All
Indeed
right,
I am.
type in your lies.
So something our darling Hedgie has put in a time capsule or would like to is blank.
Dodgy answers incoming. A couple of people are seriously thinking about it.
Indeed they are. Pondering. Everyone's in.
Okay, these are the choices.
So, what would Hedgie put into a time capsule? Several hot sauce packets. My Rogue the Bat figurine. His fridge. A microwave. Map to the escape room. Himself. Recording of his voice. Or my Cartier headphones. First person and third person perspective goes all around here.
Question is, which one's real?
Let's see what you picked.
Here we go. A microwave. Charleston went for it. It was Corn Husky's lie. Recording of his voice. Jennifer Bat, Corn Husky, and Snow's Destinies went for it. Digiri's lie. My cat ear headphones. Digiri went for it. It was Charleston's lie. My Rouge the Bat figurine. Xavier Wolf went for it. And it was the truth. Indeed it was. Reason being, it's the smallest one.
Who's the bat?
Rouge the Bat.
Rouge the Bat.
Rouge the Bat, she's the big-breasted bat
Now
from
listen up.
Sonic Adventure 2.
One of this
Sonic
player's
Adventure
most
2.
heroic
Yes, we
moments
shall not talk
involved
about Sonic
blank.
Adventure 2.
Okay,
Good,
Because I don't know anything
Else.
about it.
Or you don't. Right. One of Corn Husky's most heroic moments involved blank. The question is, what could it be?
When it is a very specific life event, it's so difficult. It's like randomly pull something out of your past that not even your friends know about. Meanwhile, in the chat, TK is talking about a turnaround. Oh, because Tajiri is tied with Hedgie. Everyone's in.
Time
Yes.
to seek the truth.
Okay, one of Corn Husky's most heroic moments involved a hornet's nest, a toaster, saving my best friend from choking, rescuing Digiri at further confusion, saved a cat out of a tree, winning Jackbox games, a musician, or rescuing a bear. Good grief! There's movie titles here for life.
Regarding the toaster, was it Brave and Little?
No. No.
Pasta.
Okay, how do we do?
Oh. Saved a cat out of a tree. I and Snow's Destiny went for it. It was Xavier Wolf's lie. Winning Jackbox games. Digiri went for it. It was Jennifer Bat's lie. Saving my best friend from choking. Charleston and Jennifer Bat went for it. It was my lie. Rescuing Digiri at further confusion. Xavier Wolf went for it. It was Digiri's lie.
I think that's everyone then.
Should have picked
A
this.
musician. Involved
Yeah.
a musician. The question is, was he stopping them from playing? Or, actually encouraging them?
Well, now people have a prompt to ask
How about
him
this?
Yes.
for the
One
story.
favor this player secretly loves doing for others is
Ah.
blank. Enter your
It's
lives
Xavier
now.
Wolf. Charleston, I believe you're reading this one now.
Okay, what does Xavier Wolf secretly love doing for others? Answered mine immediately.
Can we figure it out from the bare minimum information that I give on the show?
Indeed, it's like. But the question is, since myself and TK have lived with him, do we have insider knowledge? Or do I have insider knowledge?
Yeah, TK's just. Did we hit the end window?
Now,
yeah.
which one's
it's
the truth?
Painkiller o'clock, isn't it?
Okay, so
Oh.
one. Oh yes, sorry, Charleston.
Yes.
My bad.
Xavier Wolf secretly love doing this for others. It's either walking people home, raising their children, liking their weirdest social media posts. My screen's a bit fuzzy, by the way. Being a cheery gamer, whining at stuff, playing their games, giving good Christmas gifts, or ranting about work.
I love ranting about work, man. It's great.
We do it every week.
Let's see how it shook
Let's
out.
find out what the secret is. Ranting about work, Snow's destiny, and it was Charleston's lie. Whining at stuff, Charleston went for it, and it was Jennifer Bat's lie. Playing their games, I went for it, and it was Corner Husky's lie.
It'll be a good spread again.
Giving good Christmas gifts, Jerry went for it. It was my lie. Walking people at home, Corner Husky went for it. And it was the truth.
I like doing that. It gets me out and about, and it's one of those things where you can have a nice chat on the way. You learn about people when they're like being
All right,
forced
here
to
it
walk
is.
with you for a good half hour.
The first thing
Yes.
this player remembers lying about is...
Okay, Mr.
blank.
Xavier, your turn
Submit
to
your
read.
lies now.
The first thing Snow's Destiny remembers lying about is whether he broke it or not. Guaranteed.
There we go.
That's always the thing. It's like,
Spot
did you
the
break this?
truth.
No.
Okay, Mr. Xavier, your turn to read.
First thing Snow's Destiny remembers lying about is their age. I'm not 4. What lie to make on Fibbage 3? Breaking a statue, her girlfriend. Setting a fire. We're getting close. That is a well-known florist. Oh, that I was a well-known florist. Coming out as a furry if he already lied.
Okay, so we've got the genders somewhere. We've got her girlfriend, or if he already lied. So that's going to be interesting.
First thing
Let's take a
remember
look.
lying about.
Coming out as a furry, Jerry went for it. And it was my lie. That I was a well-known florist. Everyone went for it. And it was the truth. I simply went for it because it was in first person.
Same here.
Yeah, it was the only one that was in first person, so I went for it. And woo!
Yeah. If you're lying about yourself, lie in third
Give
person.
this one a shot.
Yeah.
Seriously.
When hanging out with someone attractive, the biggest goof this player ever made was blank. Okay, enter those lies.
When hanging out with someone attractive, the biggest goof Charleston ever made was blank. Oh, interesting.
And a bit invasive, if you ask me.
Indeed, indeed.
Doesn't really narrow it down because your goof could be falling flat on your face, which would have nothing to do with the fact that they're attractive. It's just the fact that you fell flat on your face in front of them being attractive.
And everyone's in.
Okay, which one's true?
Okay, when they're hanging out with someone attractive, the biggest goof Charleston ever made was drinking too much, asking if he could lick them, making them a bead bracelet, sloppy ice cream, accidentally spilling a drink on them, hugging too much, my fly was open, or telling them they look grey in the best way.
Several very good ones there.
Yes, yes.
I mean, one of them is the most common, and then there's another one
That's
which
good.
is like the second most common.
Let's see what everybody picked.
Accidentally spilling a drink on them. Jennifer
Most
Back
common.
went for it. And it was my lie. Sloppy ice cream. Snow's Destiny went for it. It was Jennifer Back's lie. My fly was open. Myself and Xavier Wolf went for it. It was called the Husky's lie.
Second most common, though.
Saying them they look grey in the best way. Tajiri went for it. The truth!
If you knew me, you know I like grey fur.
Yeah. Charleston, Jennifer Bax, Tajiri, Xavier Wolf, Born the Husky, Hedgie, Snow's Destiny, and Snow's Destiny takes it as the winner. Hedgie, I got the most likes, my word. First time that's happened. I genuinely didn't expect that.
So now let's see what the credits awards are.
Yes, yes. Most popular. Thank you. Yes. Best lie was recording of his voice by Tajiri. Fooled 42% of the players. Charleston, Born Yesterday, got fooled 5 times.
Indeed I was.
Xavier Wolf, most unique, scientifically proven. Charleston, worst poker face, fooled the fewest players.
Boo. I don't even know how poker
Snow's
works.
Destiny and winner, 7,040 points. Very well done indeed.
Give me another one, isn't there? Like a random one.
Never fake a lie. Let's find out. Jennifer Bat complained the whole time. It's true. Yes, there we go. Snow's Destiny, well done.
It was your destiny.
Incredible win. Yes. It was indeed. Yes.
Don't match Hedgie for puns. Please don't.
Puns are always fun.
No, they're not. TK can't stop either of you, so...
Yes.
it's like,
Puns are great. I will not hear a bad word against them.
how about don't?
Otherwise you shall be punished.
Oh, punished. Oh, yes. It's like, what sounds like a play on words? Punish.
You
There
kind
we
of need a soundboard. You really do, Hedgie, because
Make my own soundboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Heck, I just wouldn't have to show up. It was like somebody pressing buttons all the time.
Well, we did originally have the soundboard that was built into a few things because we had the claps and the audience round of applause from the audience that from way back when. And TK then told me to stop doing it because I kept doing it.
Yeah. That's the only problem. The sound man will always get bored and just start doing things. You know, the sound man will be like, "I'm bored. I'm just going to do a sound bite here," and it's like, "Stop it!" Nickelodeon always had that problem. They'd be like, that's why they stopped the live action segments on Nickelodeon because the sound man kept doing stuff. It's like back in the day, Nickelodeon on the actual channel Nickelodeon, between programs, they used to have these live action segments. And there was a sound man who was either not getting paid enough or just genuinely didn't care. Because every time the producer said something, he'd put a little, or he or she would put a little soundbite in there. And you could see the presenters getting genuinely riled up with this sound man. I like to think that they just weren't paying them enough. And they were just like, well, you're not paying me much. I'm going to just make your life annoying until you decide to get rid of me. But instead, they just decided to stop the segments. It was like, we could either pay more for a better sound man, or we could just stop doing this altogether and not pay anyone. And of course, being a big multi-corporation, they went, we'll just stop paying everyone. So, yes. So, congratulations, Nickelodeon sound man. You managed to not only get rid of yourself, but also a couple of presenters who, frankly, were incredibly bad at their jobs anyway. Dear God.
Which may have been the reason why the Nickelodeon live segments didn't continue, because bad presenters kill things quicker.
Oh, yeah.
How do I know this? Because BBC managed to run the children's BBC stuff out of a fucking closet because of one or two people. And literally, it was one or two people.
Well, yeah, it was just this literally a broom cupboard, and they just had all the equipment just there in the shot. It was like, yeah, press button. It was like, my word.
Yeah, they had the desk, they had the artwork, they had the camera.
They had the VT camera and everything. Yeah.
So they called it the broom cupboard because after all of that shit was in there, with just the children's presenter, that was literally the room they had. And when they had the puppets, you had the guy doing the puppets literally just, I'm gonna be
underneath the table,
under the table, getting cramp for however long.
Well, I think obviously they were only there for a bit between the shows, so he probably got to like move a bit around. So yeah,
but the worst thing was, it was like the other TV channels would have, because where I grew up in Exeter, Dorset TV, Devon TV had a different thing, and we had the bunny, and they would have the birthday segment where the bunny would do hops for the number of years.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that was like a 5-minute segment where they would like read out the birthday thing. It was great watching when you were.
Oh yeah, they did that. They did that on local TV in Fordingbridge, where I lived. There was one of my sister's best friends. Actually, her baby sister was actually read out, and they recorded it onto VHS and played it every time somebody came round. So of course, when she was much younger, she didn't really sort of notice that. But I think when she got older, it's one of those things where they bring it out and go, "Hey, look, when she was like 5 years old, we got her on TV." It's like, stop showing that. But yeah, that was when it was. I think it was. It was ITV, and it was Tommy Boyd who was doing it. And you could send in a photo, and they'd say birthday for this kind of person and everything. But oh god, yeah. Back in the early days when there was actually sort of presenters with kids TV. It was like,
that was the thing, because it was like, keep attention whilst everything was queued up, because this shit was queued up, you know, and a lot of the time it was like broadcasted in, so they were having to fill for the next broadcast that was
pretty much
through.
yeah.
So it was kind of crazy. Plus they also had to sync with the news channels.
Yep.
And if an issue happened, cover for like the ads and stuff. It was really interesting learning about the stuff that they did. It was really cool.
Well, it was
Blue
always
Peter,
it was
fantastic.
always Saturday morning TV presenters, because they were like,
God.
you've got to keep the energy up for 3 hours from like 9:25 until 12 noon. So having them do sort of 5-minute segments between sort of like half-hour programs was pretty easy. It was like you could do that. I mean, being a kids TV presenter is ridiculously tough work.
Those shows were worse because it was like they would have a live audience. So you had back in the day comedians and kids presenters and stuff doing not only the skits but intros to stuff and doing interviews in front of the live audience. So you had to keep the viewers engaged, and the like 10 or so kids who've been dragged from wherever off the streets engaged. Although we do have the wonderful clip of, what was it, 5 Star and the live telephone interview where someone...
Oh, really?
Oh, don't you remember the 5 Star interview? What
happened?
God.
What happened? Do tell.
They didn't vet the caller that well.
Oh no.
I believe it was 5 Star. I was like, I'm terribly sorry. We seem to have lost them.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, good
it's
fun.
bad when that happens. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
one of the ones that I remember from Saturday morning was one called Top Banana, which for some reason the idea for it looked like there was 3 people in a room going, okay, we've got 10 minutes to come up with an idea, and we've got to do it really cheaply. And they went, well, you know that jungle gym that's next door? What if we rent it out and put a guy with a keyboard in there? Like, great idea. We'll do that. Because pretty much it was just this. It looked like just a sort of a play area. There was a guy with a keyboard who would do all the incidental music and the sound effects, and they would just. The final climax was a group of kids who were chosen running around this jungle gym and eventually grabbing this big inflatable banana. And I genuinely think it was, we've got to fill this thing somehow. We've got a day before it goes on transmission. What the heck do we do? And they just managed to pull this out and went, this is working. Keep it going. Keep it going. I mean, oh, God, I would love to. Because there's no way that people were brainstorming that for weeks. It was either that they were in there for weeks and they were just smoking and drinking and just couldn't come up with anything. And they just went, oh, God's sake, just anything. Or it was like 10 minutes and it was like, come up with something. And it was just, because, I mean, sometimes that's how the best ideas come along. You've just got 3 people and it's like, come up with something. You've got an hour. And, you know, you do that. So, I mean, there's so many stories of how that's happened. And I would genuinely put money on that's how they came up with that. They just went, there's a jungle gym here. Hire it out. Whatever it costs on a Saturday morning for 3 hours, hire it out and just stick it in there. Because, my God, because building that would have been ridiculous. You'd have to get planning permission and everything. So I reckon they just hired one out. I mean, that's great. That was absolutely brilliant.
On that note, we do need to wrap things up because it is now just gone 10 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
So we need to say our goodbyes, and because TK's here, we can ignore the socials.
Oh, thank God, yes, we can. But anyway, if you're interested in socials, YouTube, Facebook, Discord, all that kind of stuff. There you go.
We'll take it. There's the void.
And there's the void. There's the void.
So we'll do a round of wrap-ups. So, Hedgie, do you want to say goodnight?
So, good night, everybody.
Charleston, do you want to say goodnight?
Yes, good night, everybody.
And it's a good night from myself, Xavier Wolf. Thank you very much for joining. We will be back Monday, 8:30. Hopefully, TK will be alive still by then. We will bring you more Jackbox games, more chat, more catch-up, maybe some done and dusted, maybe some content. But with that, we shall now bid you farewell. And night-night, everybody.
Night.
Night.